So you've probably heard of the Metaverse Champions Event. It's basically the event that replaced the egg hunt for 2021, and we're gonna be talking about that in this video. We're gonna be talking about a couple of controversies that occurred over the weeks, and we're also gonna be talking about, on a side note, how the egg hunts are officially canceled forever, and I'm gonna give my opinion on the whole new event. So anyway, let's get into the video. But before we get into that, I should probably explain how this all began. Basically, before the Metaverse Champions event, if you're new to Roblox, Roblox had this tradition where every year there would be an egg hunt. Basically, you would go into a game and you would look around for Easter eggs. You basically did quests, and after you did those quests, you would get an Easter egg which you could wear on your head. And a lot of people wear these nowadays. However, ever since 2019, Roblox has changed it up. Like 2017 and 2018, they were some of the best egg hunts. They were amazing. However, as I said, in 2019, Roblox changed it to a dev. What this means is that multiple devs would create games, and then they would have eggs put into that, and you could play those games and solve puzzles to get the eggs. However, not many people like this because some of them took so many hours and it was just not that fun. Like, they weren't really that well made since it wasn't made by Roblox, and this continued to 2020. And I said, a lot of people don't really like the egg hunts and, well, the dev hunts. So basically this year Roblox said they were gonna do an egg hunt, but it actually changed, and a lot of YouTubers made videos about this. They talked about how the 2021 egg hunt might be very, very bad, and they've also talked about the 2019 and 2020 egg hunt, which everyone else also hates. Now, I should probably explain how this Metaverse event works. Basically, they replaced the 2021 egg hunt with the Metaverse Champions. That's pretty obvious. Basically, how this works is there are 4 champions. One is AJ Striker, Wren Brightblade, Faye Yoshida, and Sparks Kilowatt. She's my least favorite. But basically what you have to do is there are 4 weeks of the event, and over those 4 weeks, each week is gonna have a selection of games, and you have to play some. And once you get the badge by completing a task in each of those games, you get a crate. By the end of the event, if you have collected the 4 crates for each champion, you get their avatar. But there's also a grand prize at the end for the team with the most points. Now, the RTC or Roblox, I don't know who did it, they basically did a poll, and the results were basically, who would you rather choose for your champion? A lot of people, 67% of the people chose AJ Striker. So it was pretty clear that AJ Striker was gonna win. However, this was not the case, so let's get into the controversy of week 1. Week 1 of the Metaverse Champions event. Things are going smoothly until some controversy. Basically, there was this game in the Metaverse Champions event. Oh yeah, and basically this game was for AJ Striker, just so you guys don't get confused. But anyway, let's continue. Called Emergency Response Liberty County. And a lot of people were mad at this because it actually costed Robux to play, and people were not happy about this. They thought that this was like unbalancing Roblox and unbalancing the event, and they basically complained, and I agree, it should not be pay to win. Like, why would you pay for a game? But basically, as I was saying, you know, a lot of people were mad at this because, well, everyone wanted to give AJ Striker the win. However, this is where week 1 ends off, and it ends off with Sparks Kilowatt number 1, AJ Striker number 2, Faye Yoshida number 3, and Wren Brightblade number 4. Now, after that, we go on to week 2. Week 2 of the Metaverse Champions event. Basically, things are running smoothly until, again, a controversy. This time, it is with Faye Yoshida. Basically, Faye Yoshida had another selection of games, and one of the... It was actually called Field Trip Gen Z. It was literally the easiest game ever. All you had to do to get the badge / crate in it, you just had to play the game instantly and you'd get it. And now I found this out the hard way. I logged on to play the game, and yeah, I instantly got the badge. Now, a lot of people were mad about this. Now, I agree to some extent. Like, this is super easy. There should be stuff to do. Otherwise, it's like completely unbalances the event. And, you know, that gave Faye Yoshida an insane boost. Like, in week 2 ended off, she was second place above AJ Striker. Now, I'm kind of confused because people said that they wanted to go for AJ Striker. 67% of people, over 50%, were going to play for AJ Striker. So that's kind of shocking, unless there's someone hacking. But this also could be that Roblox is equalizing it by maybe they give like her points. Maybe they're giving Sparks Kilowatt points because like equalize it. But I mean, they would have given it to Fayoshida and Wren Brightblade. And week 2 ends off with Fayoshida number 2nd, Sparks Kilowatt number 1, AJ Striker in 3rd, and it ends off with Wren Brightblade as 4th. He's always been in 4th. Week 3, another controversy sprang up when one of Fayoshida's games, it was very, very difficult. And unlike the last time, people were like, oh, this is too hard. I like Field Trip Gen Z better. It was way easier. Now, to some extent, I think this was like fair because it made it a bit balanced because too many people were getting badges for Fayoshida. And last week, all you had to do to get that badge was literally just play the game. And basically, this was a puzzle game. Now, to some extent, it's kind of fair. It balances things out. But to some extent, they could, you know, it shouldn't be that difficult because I actually played it. It is actually super difficult. But, I mean, you can just play any other game. Now, week 4 is yet to commence. And, you know, if there are any controversies in week 4, I'll let you guys know about it. So, what do I think about this whole event? Well, I think it's a great idea on Roblox. However, it had some inconsistencies and flaws. Basically, from the get-go, Sparks Kilowatt has had some of the easiest challenges, which makes her go to number 1. And that's kind of not fair considering the other champions that had like harder challenges. Like for example, AJ Striker, he had a bunch of difficult challenges, not that difficult. But the most difficult challenges were for Wren Brightblade, and this is why he's been in 4th. I've tried to get some of the crates for all the champions, and I have every single champion's crate except Wren Brightblade's because his challenges were very difficult from the get-go every single week. And then in week 2, you have Field Trip Gen Z, which makes it super duper easy. That just unbalances things. And you know, it should just be balanced. I mean, if this event was balanced with all games that are like similar difficulty, I think this event would have been like way easier and it would have been way more fun and it would be more competitive. The scores would be closer, but other than that, I think it's a pretty good event on Roblox's behalf. Like, as I said, it's like still pretty cool, but you know, I still miss the egg hunts. And there is also a grand prize, but we don't know what that is yet. Maybe we'll find out soon. Now, as I said, I was gonna tell you guys about how the egg hunt was being canceled forever. Well, that's true because if you go into the Metaverse Champions event hub, basically you can actually get an egg or item that says, I think it's called the egg of non-existence, and that's kind of sad. I think this is foreshadowing. And a bunch of employees at Roblox, they basically talked about how they were ending the egg hunt since, you know, not a lot of people liked it. But I mean, the egg hunts were still a tradition and I liked it. But as I said, the Metaverse Champions event, it's a good idea. I think it's better than the dev hunts because it's a kind of more fun in my opinion. Like the dev hunts were just way too hard. But also some games, like they make you play for hours on end, and that's kind of unfair. They're just doing that so they can get more money from premium players, and that's just not okay. But you know, it's okay because in the end, this is literally just a game. It's an event. We're supposed to have fun. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about the video down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. And yeah, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified of future videos. I will be doing a video on the Metaverse Champions event week 4, completing everything. And I will also tell you if there's any more controversies. And we're going to also go over the grand prize. And anyways, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!